Right, we're live. We should be live. Should be live. So yeah. Let's catch you up to speed here. There is a video coming out where I did the third and fourth trial. And then I found this place after. It's right under the anvil-looking stone, right in the middle of the Vermilius gap here. Yeah. Doing the third trial doesn't unlock anything, by the way. Just spoil it here for you. So if you think you're missing out on something, it's just a story, it's just lore there. Had me confused, which had me look up a video because I thought I missed out something. Apparently it's just a bit of lore that you can find there, but you have to do it. Once you listen to the lore, it will complete the quest for you, and then also it will set you off to your next objective, to the fourth one. The fourth one is a fun one. I'm not going to spoil it, but unlocks the ability to get into the spy state. And then it also helps with unlocking the third ability. So yeah, make sure that you do all of them. And I'm gonna try to focus on getting water up. My containers are full, so that's good. That's gonna help with that. And then try to beat the iron area so we can advance to steel. Trying not to die is the most important thing here for me. Which I'm halfway of failing, but oh well. This is like an underground marketplace where the baddies of Arrakis live and thrive, I guess. I'll leave that other person alone for what it is. All of the loot in here if you can find more. Maybe, maybe not. This could be for a quest or something that there is an item in here, but I'm unsure of it, aware of it. There is a purple band right here which opens the door to the right there. It's good, not that I have the room to do this. Do we have room? Can we make room if we drop those and that? Maybe. Trying to sort out the stuff that I crafted for myself here. Those are things that we found, we picked up somewhere. I might as well sort it out like this. Go in again. Drop these to make a sandbike scanner. I'll leave that behind. We have a spot that we can climb up in here.
Sector weather
this
alert.
leads to.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
A bit of exploring. Oh, there's a chest up here. Oh, look at that. Nice. Got a shredder. That's a shotgun, right? Looks like a shotgun. It tastes like a shotgun. That must be a shotgun. There we go. Take more loot. Fill up the items. Ah, that was the hidden place behind us that we saw. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough.
Mother, I am recording this message, which a kind member of this sage will send on to you by distance. We have arrived safely here at Mirzaba, the culmination of our personal hajra. Oh, Mother, the great rock is even more impressive than we were told. It looms above us in a most daunting way. Small wonder our ancestors named this rock after the iron hammer that crushes the souls of those who cannot answer the 7 mystic questions required for entry into paradise. Here in the shadow of Mirzaba, we will spend our hours in prayer and meditation, strengthening our faith. You and Father will be in my prayers daily. Like the bird that will carry this message, my thoughts fly across the sands to you. Your loving daughter, Kava.
She's speaking of some sort of quest to stay in paradise or something like that, or to enter paradise. There's a ton of bikes out here that you can claim. Maybe even someone else's bike. Just didn't give me the option to claim it. Someone else left the left the claim pipe behind. Let's see, where do we go from here? Could go, wanted recruit. Let's go and do the, search for the stolen goods while we're here. Now that our equipment is still good, right? Get a decent amount of, I'm using the scrap metal knife, standard, Karpov. And we do rock, yeah, creep up. Gear up, the gear up, scout gear, so also unsure of which part of this map it's gonna be on. I have the option to collect more block now. Yep, I do. Good. And getting the Mark II blood extractor is showing to be helpful as well. So I should be able to ramp up production quite a bit. Just going to going to be a matter of time, I guess. Crafting all the resources, getting everything down and up and running. But we'll try, we'll try. Let's see. Down here. Just wandering NPCs. Stay out, clear out of conflict if we can. We don't need to lose our durability for that. I'm guessing it's on the other side. Get up on this Funcom, but see what's behind hidey hole number 1. Sometimes it doesn't show up green, sometimes it does, sometimes you have to be green and the little dot has to be green as well in the middle. I don't know what I'm doing with it. It's really strange how the blood extraction works sometimes. Go that way. Ow. Let's break our legs first.
Eyes on target.
Don't see anything that looks like it could be the missing item. Okay. Stealing from the thieves. Hello, hey look, I need to confess something. The item I sent you after doesn't exist. I just need to find someone with guts enough to walk into that nest of bandits. Sorry I lied like that, but there's another job I'm hoping you'll help me with. The kind of job you don't post on public entry board. My partners and I toiled for years in the savage fields. Finally, we got lucky with a rare find, but we could get our load out of the desert. The Kirab set on us. I alone escaped with the loot. I was rich, but the price was too high. I have the money now, finally get some revenge on those vermin. That's where you come in. I'm placing a bounty on Kirab in Vermilius Gap. Sure. A chain will award at the end of this quest. Okay. Sure. Clear out a bunch of bandits. Should be able to do that. Good morning to you guys. Sure. Hopefully I can find that cave again. Because it was kinda hidden. must be a faster way. There's lights everywhere, but if it's a faster way, I don't know. Extra bit of cave in here. And problem is I just stumbled upon that cave. I have no idea where it is now. Eventually I'll get there, right? If I just keep roaming. You know what, or eventually I'll just die again and completely lose track of where it was. It's on the depth marker, but like with the overhead, and like this map, it's yeah, like that. There's no depth to this, to where the resources are or where the cave entrances are. So I'm kind of trying to go to my depth marker. But it's a rough estimate of where your stuff is. I mean, it shows height and stuff like that, but it doesn't. The map doesn't translate well. I wish we had like a 3D map of it, where you know you could pick this and toss it to a field so you could see it from this point of view. Oh, those are the bandits that I evaded. I remember those guys. Yeah, it's from what I can remember of the map of Moria, it's like that map. So it has a 3D feel to it, but you can't scroll around on the map, or you basically have just the ability to pan the map around, and that's it, and zoom in and out. But yeah, I mean, figure it out, right? Hey, Robin. Thank you for that. Hmm. Yeah, I know I can just climb up the mountains and eventually drop down to the place, but I don't know if there was an entrance on top or not. I think it's right below me, but it's as much as the game is telling me. Hey, Mada. And the indicator of the map point that I placed down isn't helpful either, because I was trying to get to it and then I got distracted by the side of a cave. And then I accidentally went to the good spot, so can't really trust my own marker with that. Started yesterday on GGG server. Can join you guys. Level 30 and back to steel. Yeah. Right, Mada? Are you doing the quests, Pomada, or are you just flying through the game? Oh, I mean, I'm taking my sweet time, but find more time for this one. Yeah, that's time consuming. Just the story quests, yeah.
I see someone.
Yeah, fair enough. If you just do those and you just get about the yes. Kill them like the vermin they are. You did good. Knowing a few of those scum have breeded their lusts feels pretty good, but I didn't feel even better if we could take out some of the big guns. Garab gangs do a lot of recruiting at the Alusus. The various gang leaders are constantly trying to poach followers from one another. See if you can find any information about which Garab leaders are at Miserab right now. Alright, lady.
Tired of toiling in the scrap fields for weeks just to lose your best salvage to the Kirab? Then why not join the Kirab? Live a life of freedom. Take what you need. Be subject to no master. I am in need of a few sturdy companions, skilled with guns, blades, and strong enough to carry all they need. No member of my band has ever perished of thirst, hunger, or sandstorms. Soon we will go for spice. Seek out Mirilla the Sly at the Sucalusos to learn more.
Oh, now I gotta go to that marketplace where I started from. Good thing I remember where that was. Nope. Then, did you do all the trials already, Pomada? Oh. You do trials, you go to jail. Yeah. Oh, that's fine, Mata. I appreciate you lurking around. Yeah, speaking of trials, I'm getting nervous for mine. I just got a letter. I will be showing in front of the police court for that red light incident that I had, which is a bummer because like 2 kilometers per hour less, and I would have avoided the red light. I gotta. It would have been it would have been still driving through the red light, but it would have been a ticket. Because of the speed and the longness of it, combination of both, because the red light was all for a while. They want me to show up. So that's gonna be fun. It's gonna very much depend on who I get as a judge. So I drove to the red light on accident. I was just looking at the wrong lights, and I thought if the indicator turns green for that direction, it's in the direction that I was going green as well. And it didn't. For some reason, the smart light decided like, oh hey, there's no cars there, let's give that lane green. And the other one not, where the car is waiting. And I was the only one at the crossing at the time, so I didn't directly endanger anyone. I know it's an dangerous situation driving through the light, but I didn't notice until I passed it, and then was like, oh wait, what? I just saw it popping green in my back view mirror. So I was like, oh, well, now it's gonna be a ticket. And then I got a notification of like, oh hey, send us like the reason why.
I have followed the way of the Kirab
Kinda
for many
of
years,
a pre-defensive.
but never did I imagine we would one day be holding the Suk Alusus at the very foot of the Fremen's holy hammer, their Mirzabah. It is indeed a fine place for our annual market, now that the Fremen are gone. For that, I suppose we should give thanks to the Sardaukar. Not that I have any great love for the Emperor's war dogs, you understand. But I fear the drawn crysknife more than the Sardaukar sword. Yes, a fine place indeed. But you still won't find me anywhere near that innermost chamber. It reeks of Fremen curses and foul omens.
Mother, I am recording this message, which a kind member of this sage will send on to you by distance. We have arrived safely here at Mirzabah, the culmination of our personal hajra. Oh, Mother, the great rock is even more impressive than we were told. It looms above us in a most daunting way. Small wonder our ancestors named this rock after the iron hammer that crushes the souls of those who cannot answer the 7 mystic questions required for entry into paradise. Here in the shadow of Mirzabah, we will spend our hours in prayer and meditation, strengthening our faith. You and Father will be in my prayers daily. Like the bird that will carry this message, my thoughts fly across the sands to you. Your loving daughter, Kava.
What exactly am I looking for here? This is the market, right? Oh. Run with turret. Worried about slavers? Run with turret. He knows where they are going. Worried about the Sardaukar patrols? Run with turret. He knows how to avoid the ships. Worried about worm? Stay off the sand like turret. Seems like turret is smarter than me. Find a second ad. What? back here somewhere. There is a scroll here, so where's the rest?
I have followed the way of the Kirab for many years, but never did I imagine we would one day be holding the Sug Alusus at the very foot of the Fremen's holy hammer, their Mirzabah. It is indeed a fine place for our annual market, now that the Fremen are gone. For that, I suppose we should give thanks to the Sardaukar. Not that I have any great love for the Emperor's war dogs, you understand. But I fear the drawn crysknife more than the Sardaukar sword. Yes, a fine place indeed. But you still won't find me anywhere near that innermost chamber. It reeks of Fremen curses and foul omens.
What exactly am I missing then? Must be somewhere. Oh, that's gonna lead to the lady telling the same story again. This shouldn't count as
I
yet.
am recording this message, which a kind member of this sage will send on to you by distance. We have arrived safely here at Mirzabah, the culmination of our personal hashra. Oh, Mother, the great rock is even more impressive than we were told. It looms above us in a most daunting way. Small wonder our ancestors named this rock after the iron hammer that crushes the souls of those who cannot answer the 7 mystic questions required for entry into paradise. Here in the shadow of Mirzabah, we will spend our hours in prayer and meditation, strengthening our faith. You and Father will be in my prayers daily. Like the bird that will carry this message, my thoughts fly across the sands to you. Your loving daughter, Kava.
Oh, right here. Get the best loot with Drod. Drod's band will always get best loot. Everyone knows this. Are you tired of taking out scavengers for half a liter on board of water? and health fall of Solaris, do you want to live like a Jew? Even just for a day, join the Trotz band. And contact the issuer, okay. Is it going? And to show up with anything? I don't. Oh, has it been 45 minutes? Can we claim the other chest as well? I forgot to check that. I mean, just respawned, but did the other one? Did the other one up here respawn? The little one did. Oh, there it goes! Yay! Quite some things to take here.
Reveal yourself. I've got you. I require assistance.
Who are you?
Reveal yourself.
Hopefully I can make it back. Casper never came to claim his stuff. Oh well. Learn those. That's for dismantling. Little matter. Should be fine over sometime. Let me see, research wise. Do want to be able to make this one eventually. It's going to be steel production. Huh. Requires lubricant to operate. kind of lost at the moment at what I need to craft. I know that getting these benches up is of some importance. Um, damage type heavy darts. So heavy darts I will have to research anyway. Okay, so get that one. Garment, vehicle. Journey footstep of the Bremen. 25,000 water an hour. Wow. It's gonna be a game changer. And after what is that hidden actually? The journeys. The footsteps of the Fremen. Huh. Would that be part of the trials? Well, I think I'll focus on those trials later. Hey Lola. Hey Lola. Hope you're doing good there, Iowa. I didn't get the. Why is this not completed? Unlocks level 2 planetologist skills, but I did get the rewards, but why is it showing up here as non-completed? Proof of it here, well, right here. See, I could learn these skills, so.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Maybe I need to learn one. Let me spend those points. So that's for the level 2, and then it still didn't complete in here. So what am I? What got messed up with this? I did find out the mimic film records because it was in that in the Imperial testing station, the one with the crater looking thing almost. Not Not sure if it was number 13 or this one. It was this one. The one where you drop down into. And then at the bottom where you drop down, he shows up there. The planetologist, and then you kind of talk to him, and he's like, "Oh, I got more to do, but I'm going for research here. Can you get it for me?" And then you get it for him, and then it should complete. It did complete, but it didn't complete on the list here. This contract is still open, so that's the thing that confuses me. I don't know where the Santara is at. Has murdered and terrorized the bondsmen of Arrakis for too long. Bring me his head, and a million lives are yours. Right? Yes, that's why it's a $1 million bounty as well. A million Solaris. These are the houses. Are Trades and Harkonnen. Well, Harkonnen and Trades. But I don't know how to speak with, because the guild hasn't chosen anyone side yet, and I'm afraid that if I pick a wrong side, everyone is going to need to stick to it, or I'm gonna get kicked out of the guild, because I don't think you can mix factions within a guild. I'm unsure of that. Because I kind of want to help with the same objectives. So I'm waiting on them. It's just over Senatara's shoulders. Lol da Vinci. Yeah, building the bases. The point is, if you build a base in this game, with this, the Solido replicator, if you equip it, you press the button to get it out into your hand. If I click copy building, I basically copied this building now, and I can place it down as a blueprint wherever I want. Well, wherever I build another fief for it, I should say, is where I can place this one down. So as long as it's within this boundary, I can place down the same building again as a blueprint. And then you just have to kind of fill in the materials again in the walls and stuff like that. And then this game actually prompts you to move as well to new locations. I mean, everybody does it in other games, but this game is like, oh, build a base and start putting down crafting benches, and then it's kind of harsh on you to be like, oh, and now just go to the map and actually click abandon base. much time do I have? Permissions, no, storage, no, general. Didn't it say anything about taxes that I have to pay? The Landsraad is now in session. Ooh. Landsraad session. Only guild leaders of the winning faction with voting power are able to place votes on the new decree. Oh, right. we're not. See, we're not even picking a side. But the fact is, with these, like we do get a house rewards for controlling a point like this. I would be very pleased to help in these.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is
If
approaching.
the guide would decide going with either the House Atreides or House Harkonnen. I don't know. I keep asking Trev with what side he's gonna pick, and he keeps putting it off. It's like the Wussy house. Okay, oh, sure. Nice, Mara. I would get more views if I was better gamer. It's just the
Sector
lack
weather
as well
alert.
of
A large
YouTube
sandstorm is approaching.
putting me out, because I've been going for almost 4 years now on YouTube. And the account is actually way older than 4 years, and it's like YouTube has kind of put me in a spot where it's like, oh, now you're deciding to stream. Well, we'll show you a couple of people. Like if you see the actual people who I get shown to, it's not that much. It's part of me not outing me enough. Of me not sponsoring myself enough, or like advertising myself enough in other discourse and stuff like that. I don't mind. Well, I'll get there one day, right? It's a different story for everyone else. Most of you that I'm following, I consider as friends. So I like to give you guys the support of it, and I know that that's not a point to everyone who's watching a video that is like, oh, this person seems friendly, let me give them a like. It's more like, oh, this person is very helpful in this game, and I want to stay updated with the content that he brings about it, or the information that he releases about it. And then you get people that see you play other games all of a sudden, and they unsubscribe from you. So it's like finding that niche in your own community, with the people who are sticking around for whatever you stream. The people who are eventually there for you. And I'm a variety streamer, so I don't stick to one game and stream that all of the time. I do have quite a games that I played that I didn't even complete on stream. or on videos as well. Which again is on me, but it's yeah, it's part of me fearing of missing out on stuff as well. Has to do with it. Like I could have picked this game up like within a year or two, because I know that the devs had a plan for 10-year release in DLCs and whatnot to this game, extra content and stuff like that. The fact that I picked it up was just because, hey, I wanted to be here in this game from the start. I wanted to see experience, because I know that if I watch a bunch of my friends play it, that I'm gonna end up playing it. It's been one of the better decisions for me to pick it up. It's been doing great on the channel, which I'm appreciated. I feel appreciated by it. But again, there's other games as well that I've picked up, and those are kind of on the side, and then the people who are subscribing to solo the content that this game has to offer. I'm probably gonna lose a few of those if I start streaming positive games and stuff like that.
Shield on.
I'm trying to please multiple audiences, and it's kind of hard to do that. You know, one side is coming from, oh well, doesn't matter if you're cursed or not. Then I have people who are very into the family friendly stuff. Kids that can watch these types of games because I set them too high for them. There's the same thing with Pokemon. I mean, I can stream Pokemon, but Pokemon is not going to get me the 2,000 views like if Pokemon or someone else would stream it, because that's what they started out with. It's like all those Animal Crossing content creators that are now getting a backlash because they stopped doing Animal Crossing content, and it was kind of easy to start with Animal Crossing content, because you know each day was something brand new, and then people came up with all the building challenges and stuff like that. But there's not a single person anymore, I believe, that is still doing like a day-to-day stream of it, where they just take care of the island and decorate a bit and then do other stuff with it. There's still a ton of people playing it and doing villager hunts and whatnot, but it's all for like quote-unquote challenges, because they want to rebuild their entire island in a set way. And I mean, I could give into that. I did take part in it, but it's such a niche audience and difficult to maintain that audience. And people are getting the backlash of it now, and they are wondering like, hey, what is going on with my channel? I'm this big and I rarely get views anymore. Well, part of it is because they were playing with a bunch of kids, and now those kids have grown older a bit, and they're watching more content like this. So I mean, it's been quite a few years since Animal Crossing released. So yeah, and now we're seeing people going over to repo and stuff like that, and those creators get the same kind of backlash as well, as to where, oh, everyone has seen repo by now, and if you're not good at it, no one is going to watch it because it's uninteresting. To see someone die over and over without it being ultimately funny. So I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I rather end up with a bunch of people who are, you know, supporting me rather than are supportive of the content that I do. I mean, it goes both ways. Like, I know that if I slack down on content, I'm not going to ever attract new people. I might lose some people who are like, well, man, if it's gonna suck, at least make it funny, you know?
Target found.
Part why I made the video of the trials as well is because I was like, well, maybe people don't want to sit like the entire stream out, just to be there for like 20 minutes to see what's going on. I might as well attract some new people with making a tutorial/guide on the trials. I mean, maybe they start liking me, maybe they subscribe to me. So still very much trial and error with what I'm trying to do. I'm not sure if I'm even capable of having that's a legal thing that I have to find out with the taxes and the government here. So I'm actually not allowed to have other ways of income than what I get from my disability. And I know that they made it here so you can have the ability to run a company for basically cheap and without having the necessity to go to school for running your own company. But it comes down for creators because they know that they had to implement their income as a certain way, and the way that it was doing now, it came down to that they couldn't track the taxes process and everything of it. With you having to have a company here means that you give your tickets that you get in, and it's making it way more easier for them to be like, oh yeah, we can see that stream you gained so much, and that month you got that much of revenues from ads and stuff like that. On the other hand, that's all and well, but if you run a company, I lose my my disabled status, and losing that means putting me entirely without an income. Like, I think I have rights to somewhat of an income, but it's like almost as good as nothing. It's like at 200 euro for the bonus that I get. Because it goes in phases, and the higher the phase you are, the more points you get, and the more points you get, the higher you get paid. But then again, if I if I would accept to have a company on my own, I basically lose everything. And the problem is, if the government finds out I'm earning money, I could be in trouble, and I could go into court again. And they are not gonna find it very funny that I'm tax evading and tax frauding, quote unquote. Because I don't run a company. So, which is hard. I mean, it's they come off a standpoint of content creators being TikTokers and like influencers on Instagram and stuff like that, and they see like 2 or 3 big Belgian streamers on Twitch that are getting ad reviews and getting all the like benefits and stuff like that. How much well, to be honest, everything that gets gifted Da Vinci, I should be giving into my taxes. That's the gist of it. Problem is, I would have to catalog all my games that I currently own, all the consoles that I currently own, controllers, like equipment. Everything that I have now should be cataloged, and that goes into the startup for the company, and then they would say, okay, like, you have that. Then with each game that I buy, I should add a receipt to it, and that should state like, oh, that game was bought, oh, that game was given, oh, that game was for a sponsor deal, includes sponsor deal. So I mean, it's like a whole, like, I should at that point need someone to do this stuff for me, to be like into the management of it. And it's I mean, it's simple to strike a deal with companies and stuff like that, but it's much more easier to do it on TikTok and on Instagram and stuff like that, because they just show like a short video and they're like, oh hey, well, get our product, we're doing this, we're doing that. I'm a gamer streamer. With it, I don't use webcam because of set reasons, my disability and stuff like that. Like, it will be a very shaken image constantly, and I don't want that. Because I think it takes away from the experience. Even though it might look funny to you guys, it's going to take away from a ton of experience. So yeah, I'm in the predicament of like, oh wait, I can't really make like background advertisement as well. Like you see some guys have streamer gear that they can show on camera and stuff like that, because it's constantly there and it's required in the contract that it's constantly there. I would have to run my own ads in between the ads that then YouTube or Twitch is going to run. And like at that point you're watching American television where you get like the 5% stream and 90% would be ads, right? Yeah, I mean, if I, well, 100K is, it actually would be more than whatever I would need, but I need to survive. I need to sustain myself, and it's not myself. Like with the benefits that I now have, I'm able to sustain me, my sister, and my mom. Losing that will be total chaos, because my mom has just got notice that she got well, we know that she had it, but now it's officially stated by a doctor, because she's trying to get money from a place as well. Basically social support that she's getting, but to sustain that she had to go into the doctor and have her checked out. So she has came back with it, with the amazing result that we already knew for years, that she has arthritis in her what do you call it, her hips, her lower back, and part of her elbows as well. So basically she can't do any physical work anymore. Now my mother stems out of the background where the people were always taking care of her. Like my dad always worked, she never had to lift a finger. My grandparents were self-made entrepreneurs. They had like a small business going and everything. They dealt in greenery. I mean, from there on out, like if you don't have the applications to show that you can do a bank job or anything, they're not gonna give you a bank job. As simple as that. And my mother is also too old to go to school. They won't allow her. She tried. They straight up said no, they're too old. The thing that she studied for was as a health taker. Well, good luck with arthritis picking someone up. Even kids and stuff like that. Because it could always block out and part of her back. So that's not an option. Sitting ain't an option either, because she can't sit for too long. She can't stand for too long. Even laying down is troublesome for her. So she kind of has to revert to it. But yeah, I mean, and that's why I said, like, hey, if I don't have a girlfriend or wife or something, I'll just stay home and you know what, just for as much as you can, let me do my own stuff, and I'll let you do your stuff, and then that's basically how I live. That's why you see me on in the middle of the night. That's why you see me on in the middle of the day. That's why I go off in the morning. That's why I go off in the evening. It's all because I do live on my own rules, but then, I mean, yeah, family stuff kicks in, and then there's great grandmother who calls and gets us to the point where, oh yeah, I need you to do something for me. Who else is gonna do it, you know? So that's where I jump in then. It's a mess. But it's a mess that I gotten used to over the years. So you'll be here soon, Casper. Yay! Woohoo! But yeah, the whole story short, if I want to sustain myself, I need to be at a sustainable point where I know that, say for example with Twitch or something like that, say that I would accept, or with YouTube program, it is as simple as that. It doesn't mean that I'm eligible for it, that I should accept it. I am going to accept it because it's like a little bit of an income. It's not that big. But if it gets bigger, I would have to shut it down and then rely on basically something else, or on the good trust of people that if I get bigger and I am more sustained, that I then open it up for memberships and whatnot again. But that's like the legal side that I have to check with them on, like how much I can exactly earn before it becomes a problem for my taxes. Because I can get donations, like I can get a free game or something like that. It's not the point of it. The point is when someone gives me a discounted game, and that's for later on, when I would do the company stuff and stuff like that, because that's on my mind. It's on my mind. I don't wanna be in the disabled status forever. I do wanna try and find a way out if there's a way out. If I can make the dream come true of being a streamer and having a living out of it, which I know that a very small percentage of people have that accomplished. If I will be one of those luckies. Hey. Can't you read the door? It says only Guild members. What are you two doing in here? Oh god, we have visitors. Nice. Yeah. I mean, it's. See, eventually, that's why I would need a person in place to do that. Oh, I have friends. Luckily, I have friends that in real life who are working for the government in those positions. but it's been a long while since they last heard of me. Hope they still remember me. I show up at their door and be like, hey, make this happen for me. You can deduct a portion of your rent for the business. The thing is, how do I say? We own the house, so whatever I would do. Like, granted, if I would become bigger, I would actually go out and hire a studio, because it's one way to hot in here always. It's like a living, working experience. It's better to have a place to go to, where you can say, oh, I'm at work, and I love the work that I do, rather than be, oh, I'm at home. And I'll see if I clock in the hours or not today, you know. And then it's part of me getting into it is trying to stream more now actively, which I'm very sorry to the people that I'm moderating for and stuff like that, because you guys will see me less, but it is because I'm trying to figuring out, would this be sustainable enough on the platform if I stream more, or am I going to lose people on the days that I'm not streaming? Because I saw recent increase of subscribers and stuff like that, which is awesome. Which is also part of the community, sharing out and stuff like that. I know that I'm not alone in it, and I'm not here solo just because of me. I know that there's a lot of common friendship involved with it, but then also at the same time I'm trying to attract more people from outside who are just viewers.
Reinforcements.
Like, maybe, hey, if this wouldn't turn out to be a thing, I am super grateful for the time that I've been on the platform here. When I would still be around, I would be just moderating for friends, I guess, because it's a hard thing to handle. Especially in this community. But yeah, we'll see how things toss and turn and twist. And until then, I will keep myself in the little land that I'm doing great, and everything will be fine. Oh, Trev. Casper was going to come online, but I just was stating that life was kicking in, and my mother actually yelled like a few minutes ago, so I should go check on her and see what's wrong. Hopefully it's not for now, it's for tomorrow. Still need to do some grocery shopping for today. Still need to get some meat from the butcher. Which is, yes, part of why I go daily to the store. It's to get fresh ingredients each day. We have the luxury to live near a good store. Always have lived next to quite a few good stores. But like I like to get everything fresh. Ah, come on, I wanna. There we go. Stop up. Just sit down. Speaking of which, I'm gonna take a fresh drink. Maybe have a smoke and then I'll be back after chat. I'll see you guys in a bit. Well, guys, I'm not gonna keep you waiting. thank you all so much for the support and love and friendship. But like I said, it's either for today or for tomorrow. It's for today, so I gotta run. I'll see you all later. Bye, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope I see you all the next time. And to make sure that you don't miss it, please subscribe, leave a like, and leave a comment down below. And click the notification bell as you get notified when I go live next time. Down in the descriptions below, there's a ton of links to my friends and other great content creators out there. So yeah, go watch them or watch one of these videos popping right up now on your screen. So yeah, see you later all. Bye my loves. Bye.